So I got the trailer hooked up and we are gonna be doing a little over 600 miles today. Pick up a new car.
What do I believe? What makes...
So it has already been a long day and we are just getting there. Now we gotta get this thing loaded, which is gonna be a lot of fun. You guys will realize why in a second when you see the car. And then we gotta drive all the way back. All right, let's do this.
You keep blowing me out, I keep holding you in. I keep asking myself, oh, why do you still hurt? Why do you still hurt?
All right, we got it loaded. It was not fun, was it, guys?
Not really.
Appreciate the help, though.
Yeah.
And
Thanks for getting it off my hands.
I'm sorry we're meeting under these circumstances again.
Yeah. It's no problem.
You know,
It is what it is.
it sucks. It's a
Catch
bummer.
you in some meets or something. But
Yeah. Portland
hopefully we'll see us make a lot of power.
Nationals. All right, so we got the car loaded up. It has been already a way longer day than I anticipated. I got down there about 2 hours. Probably 2 to 3 hours later than I wanted. Then it took us about 2.5 hours to load the car in the trailer just because of the shape it was in. So thank you to Victor and Alex and their dad for all the help loading it. I know it was a lot of work. I'm just glad they were okay. Seeing the state that the car is in, it definitely had to be a good crash. So it's just kind of a testament to how tough Mark IIIs are and why they weigh so damn much. I also think it's going to be a little bit more of a challenge to tear this car down than I originally thought. It was hit pretty good, so just getting the engine out, I'm probably gonna have to go with the front end with a Sawzall and do some ripping. So hopefully, even though this 92 is not gonna make it and it's not salvageable, the parts can go to other people and save some other Supras.
Still rolling the dice.
I also stopped along the way and picked up a transmission for our buddies over at Grindhard Plumbing Co. for one of their future projects. So I was kind of stoked that I was able to grab that for him, and the timing just worked out. So watch for that on their channel. If you're not subscribed to those guys, go check them out. The stuff they build is absolutely insane. And their production value and just the quality of the fabrication work they do is insane. Like, those guys are incredibly talented. All right, so it's 11:45. Still driving. The shit we do because race car. All right, it's like 1 in the morning. We made it. I'm exhausted. I don't know if I've ever been so happy to get back to Spokane. Well, we got the new Supra all the way home, and I want to show you guys up close. It's kind of been a minute. I sat on this thing for a while. I really procrastinated about getting it off the trailer. You guys could kind of see how much of a struggle it was for us to get on the trailer, but you probably couldn't quite see why. Clearly you can see this gave us some hell getting it on the trailer because this wheel is not going anywhere, and it's actually supposed to be forward several more inches. You can see the front apron is completely crushed. The car actually hit so hard that it buckled the target top because it twisted the chassis and pushed this A-pillar back. But this car does have a few redeeming qualities. It's got a good set of 89 plus taillights. Those are getting hard to find. This set's in pretty good shape, could use a little polish. Back bumper is pretty good, needs paint work. Trim is all in good shape. Again, this car sat out, so there's some checking and stuff. 3-piece spoiler, again, in decent shape. Rear quarter panels, hatch, that's all good. Then we've got the interior. So the interior's in decent shape. It's a blue leather 92 car. Front seats are trashed, which a lot of the leather seats are. Back seats are actually in pretty good shape. I think they'd be great candidates for somebody who needs blue leather seats. It's got a good cluster. Some other bits in there. The dash in this thing was actually super clean before the impact, but because it hit so hard, it actually flexed the dash enough to shatter the vinyl on it, which is a real bummer. Given all that, you know, there's definitely some good bits there that I mentioned, but it still doesn't add up to a $2,500 investment. So let me show you guys the primary reason that I ended up buying this car. This car had been 2JZ GTE VVTi swapped with a precision single turbo and still has the R154 and differential in it. Really wanted a spare 2J, and this was actually before prices started skyrocketing in COVID, because I've been sitting on this for a minute. So it's looking like an even better investment now. Unfortunately, the car was hit really hard. It did sustain a little bit of damage to the engine, but it's nothing that can't be replaced fairly easily. I have a lot of spare 7.9 blocks for my 89 car, but I don't have any spare 2J blocks. In the event that something happens to the black car, I really just wanted a spare, or if I decide to start building one, I wanted a spare block that I could do a built bottom end and have that ready to go before I tear the old one out of the car, so I minimize the amount of downtime that I have. Or maybe we'll come up with something new and rad to stick it in. So I've been looking around for a while, and unfortunately this car belonged to a couple of followers and subscribers, and they had been asking me questions for a couple months, and I've been trying to help them out through the swap with just anything I knew. They finally got the car up and running, and unfortunately my heart was kind of broken for you, Alex and Victor, when you guys told me that the car was wrecked and sent me pictures, and I can't even imagine to do all that work, be so excited about a car and not get to drive it very long. They were nice enough to offer the car to me pretty much first, and it was a price that I really had to think about. In addition to the motor, there's a couple other little bits I've been looking for my car, or that I want to play with painting and stuff. It also has a blue interior, which I can't use, but my little brother's first car was an 89, which he still has, and he's just getting ready to do some restoration work on it. So part of the reason the interior is a little picked over is he actually went through this first and kind of grabbed whatever he wanted for his car. If you guys need anything off this, off a white car or blue, hit me up, because they're going to be going up for sale. It's really sad to see another 92 that's no longer going to be on the road, but I'm really hoping there's a lot of good parts here, and that this can salvage some other people's cars and bring them back to life. So that's it, another Supra added to the stable, for now at least, and hopefully my wife doesn't kill me. Be sure to check out some of our other Mark III content. We've got a lot up and a lot more coming, and we will catch you guys later. Thanks for checking us out today.